Okay, so today we are going to discuss our second class on JavaScript. In last class we have covered all the theoretical part. What is JavaScript and how it's launched, and what are the version we are going to use. So today we are going to start our JavaScript journey in our uh, next class. Okay, first thing we will discuss about the placement. The placement is very important in our JavaScripting. Basically, where we gonna place our JavaScript coding. Okay, so there are a few portion where we can easily place our JavaScripting. First one is our head portion. Second one is our body, and we also place our JavaScripting coding and Java this body and head in both section. And also we can easily use external JavaScripting file in our HTML coding. Okay, so we will learn how we do it. In next portion we will cover variables. What are the variables, how we use them. There are three kind of main variables: numbers, string, booleans. What are the numbers? 123, 120, 0.50. There is some decimal places or some constant number. So we will learn this thing. We will learn about strings. What are the string? There are form of text. Whatever text is cover under a string. There is another variable type is called boolean. Boolean basically is used to return data in term of true or false, whether our condition is true or condition or false, so we called as boolean. Okay, and there are two type of variable. First one is global variable. Global variable has a global scope, which means it can be defined anywhere in your JavaScript code. Okay, so if you want your variable to use other program also, so we usually you are defining as a global variables. And there are variables which are called local variable. Local variable will be visible only within a function, or the within the structure of coding which you define. So it will be available only for that coding. It will not available for globally. So function parameters are always local, that to that function actually. Okay, now next thing we will learn, there are some reserved word in JavaScripting. These word we cannot use in term of variable, in term of function, or any in term of procedure or anything. So these reserved word are abstract, boolean, break, byte, cache, case, catch, char, class, const, continue, debugger, default, delete, do, double, else, enum, export, extend, false, final, finally, float, for, function, go to, if, implementation, import, in, instance, interface, long, native, new, null, package, private, protected, public, return, short, static, super, switch, synchronize, this, throw, throws, transient, true, try, type of, war, void, volatile, while, with. Okay, so these are all are reserved word in JavaScripting. Okay, so next thing we will learn about operator. What are the operator? Basically, operator are the function which we are using in frequently using in our programming language. First operator is our arithmetic which basically is using for our mathematical calculation. Okay, our arithmetic operator is basically the operator which we are using for the calculation. Okay, we are wanted to add something, subtract something. Next operator is our comparison operator, logical operator, assignment operator, conditional operator. So we will learn each and everything one by one. Okay, let's start our class with the practical example. Okay, let me share you my screen with. Okay, can you see my screen now? Okay, very good. See, this is the thing which we wanted to start it now. Okay, okay. Now, as I discussed, we are starting from the placement part. Okay, as you see, this is the coding. Okay, which we have to write on our HTML. Okay, so we know how to write our HTML coding, right? Okay, so let us start thing one by one. I'm taking example of this one. Okay, I'm going to create one more file. I said one.p1.html. Okay, in p1 html, okay, you are writing the same code. Okay, basically there are flexibility given to include JavaScript code anywhere in HTML, anywhere in HTML document. However, the most preferred way to include JavaScript in HTML file are, as I explained, you can include in your body, in your head, in your body or and head both, or you can uh, use external file as well. Okay, let us learn our first method, how we can include our JavaScripting in our head portion. Okay, what I did, I write HTML, I write head. Okay, I said this is the method one. Okay, method one I'm writing under our head. Okay, so last time we learned if we wanted to write JavaScripting code, we have to write this line of code which says script type. What are the type is equal to text slash JavaScript. is it's defined that we are going to use JavaScript language. Okay, so for that, what I did, I have write a small function which say, okay, function say hello. Okay, the same thing. I will save it. Okay, let us see. What I did, I just defined this script under our head. Okay, I did not do anything. I copy the path and sorry,
What about the body?
yes, tell me.
What about the body? Like the body. What do you do in the body?
No, body.
Something in the
Body.
body.
We are not doing anything for the body. Okay.
But there's some codes written in the body. It's like import type button and stuff.
Oh, this one is just ignore it. Just ignore it. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Ignore it. We are understanding how we define, because this is the code we have written for both body and head. But right now we are discussing only about our head part. Okay. This is I'm going to just remove this one. Okay. Okay. So you can define this code under your head like that. Okay. Can you see my screen? No, but you cannot see my the other screen. Okay, hold on. Screen share. Okay, now you can see. See, I defined my JavaScripting code on my body. Okay, I cannot see anything, but once I define the same code on body, okay, like that. So the same code I'm defining in body. Okay, so because I said this thing, this this function I said at the time of head, but the activity should perform at the body level, because at body I did not define scripting. At body I said okay function, because my HTML already knows there is Java code which should execute at the time of our head. Okay, so let's see what is the result now. See, my coding is coming. I say click on say hello, it's appearing as say hello, hello world. Okay, now I move fast to define the same code under our body type. Okay, uh, so without wasting any more time, what I do, I just take this one and put it over here. See, I did not define anything on head. I just said head as method, and the JavaScripting I define under the body. So this is the second method. So I save this record, I refresh it. You see, method, it says hello world. The method 2 also is like that. And method 3, what is the method 3? You can define both the things at body and your head part, like that. So I define at head as well. You see, script is defined as head and script defined as body, in body as well. So you can define in both the way, both the part. Okay, for example, if I define it over here, method 3 is like that. See, is it's depend on your usage. Okay, which one is better is we cannot say. For example, if you wanted to have a script run on some event, such as when a user click somewhere, then you will place that script in the head. Okay, as we define in our method. Okay, now, if you need a script to run as the page loads, for example, if I want to script to be run at the time of page loading, that the script generate content in the page, then the script goes in the body portion, okay, of that document. In this case, you would not have any function defining using JavaScript. Okay, so then you have to define this under your body part. Okay, so this is the this is there are different mechanism we can use to place this JavaScripting, but it's depend on your requirement where you need to define your JavaScript. Okay, so whether you can easily define under the body, you can define under your head as well. Okay, and the third part is, you can, if you need to migrate some coding from external code, so you can also define like that. Okay, for example, you did not you did not write the code within your main HTML, but you wanted to migrate some file from externally. Okay, so this is how you define the script type. You need to define a script type, and then you need to define source file, src. This is source file and the file name. So means you wanted to migrate some JavaScript file externally. Okay, so we will learn how we create external Java file and everything in detail in our later section. Okay, so the outcome will be like that. Our fourth method and method 4, and our this will be our JavaScripting file. Okay, okay, student, now let's move on to the other part. Like as I said, so we need to define the variables. Okay, what are the variable? See, the variables are like a container. Okay, where you store something. Okay, container can be, in our general life, container can be for water container, where you store your water. Container can be your food container, where you store your food. Okay, okay, now there are variety of food. Okay, variety of food in term of whether food is fruit, food is your vegetables, or food are your general grocery. Okay, now if there is food is fruit, again there is many varieties. Okay, apple, banana, so once we are talking about this container, so variable, container, both are the same thing. Once we are talking about variable, then there are many type of variable available. Okay, variable in term of numbers, as I explained you in our in our slide. Okay, variables maybe are numbers we can represent 1 2 3 or 1 to 0.50. Maybe there may be some decimal in it, or maybe without decimal. Okay, for example, if you wanted to do some sequencing, there may be no any decimal. If you wanted to discuss your money, okay, uh, you have 12.50 BD available with you. Okay, so there will be some decimal coming. Okay, so if we are talking about numbers, so we need to store all the number in number variables. Okay, if we are talking about strings, so there are strings like text, something like that. In JavaScript also defined two trivial data type as null and undefined, each of which define only a single value. We will learn about null and undefined in later, but there are also some Java type as well, Java variable type as well. Okay. Now let's go in depth in JavaScript variable. Like many other programming language, JavaScript has a variable. Variable can be, uh, you know, uh, can be as name as container, as I explained you. You can place data into these container, and then refer to the dat this is data container simply by naming the container. Like so you define some container and you store some data on it, and later on you can use that data as per your requirement in your programming language. We will learn each and everything step by step. Okay, now let us see how we can define this variable. For example, I am on my JavaScripting type over here. I am on my head. Okay, I already said. Let me take another example with this one, where we have both the things. Okay, this is the method one, where we have defined our scripting language, and we defined one function. Uh, the function is hello world. Okay, after body, for example, I wanted to declare some variable. Variable can be anything, like var, variable money. Okay, when we define any variable, we can say var. Okay, right now money, I did not say anything about this money variable. Whenever I define any variable, I have to use this reserve word as where var. var, whenever I say var, then my script language, my JavaScript language will understand that what I mean to. Okay, I mean to say that I want it to define one variable, and the variable name is money. Okay, right now I did not define anything in our variable, just I said variable money, and I am going to define another variable with name of name. Okay, whenever I define any variable, this is good practice that I have to stop with semicolon. If I will not close it, it will not impact anything. But as a good practice, since day one, we should make sure whenever we define anything, whenever we close anything, any function, any variable, we have to close with semicolon. Okay, so we have defined two different variable. First one is variable with name of money. Second variable with name of name. Okay, this is the method one. Another way we can define variable like that. I have defined variable and I wanted to define two or three variable. For example, variable name money and variable name money. I can define in one line as well. So means there are two variable in my program. Okay. So I can use it in that way. Variable name money and variable name is name. Okay. So this is also another way we can use it. But right now I'm not using this way. Okay. Let me put in that way. Okay. In variable name, I said this is name. Right now I did not define anything on the name. Right now my script language don't know what kind of variable it is, whether it is a number, whether it is character or what. So the beauty of this JavaScript is, as soon as I put some value in it, this variable is automatically assigned accordingly. Like it may be a number, it may be a character or something like that. So how I define this one? I said variable name is equal to Pakistan. What does it mean? It means there is one variable where I have name, and the assigned value is Pakistan. So can anyone tell me what kind of variable it is now? It is number or a string? Anyone tell me? Yes, Abdurrahman, tell me.
It's a string.
Very good. It's string because, as I explained earlier, is in a string we have the data which is related to characters. Okay, so all will fall under as a string. Okay, so is that clear? Now let's move to another part. Okay, now I have money, but I did not define anything over here. But this variable is already defined. So there is another way to define assign value under the money. I said money is equal to 2000 or maybe 100. Okay, what is this variable now? Money is, what is this, number or string? Can anyone tell me? Yes, Abdurrahman, tell me.
It's a number.
It's a number. Okay. I want Rayan to tell me. Rayan, you understand this thing? Can you please explain me whatever I explained so far? Okay. Rayan, can you please explain me things? Because I wanted to listen you. Okay. Uh, let's move to the next one. Uh, right now we learn two things. Okay, how we define declare variable, how we assign the value in the variable, and uh, what type of variable we are having. Okay, now as I explained you earlier, there are two kind of variable. First variable is global, another variable is local. The global variable are the variable which we can use it globally, means any program can use that variable freely. Means if I define, for example, on top of head. Okay, so this variable can be easily used anywhere. Okay, and for example, if I define within the function, then this variable can be used only within function, means we cannot use it globally. No one else, no other function can use it. Only that specific function can use that variable. If we define, how we define globally and locally, so it's a simple, within the function, if we define any variable within the function, it will be comes as a locally. If we define as on top of the function, outside the function, it will be available as a global. Okay. Okay, very good. So let us use it in our script language now. I'm going to remove everything from here. I remove body. Let me remove this one as well. And money, just keep it like that. Scripting. Okay, I remove each and everything. I just only define this variable. Okay, I let me remove each and everything. Let us work something with new. I define variable. I say variable name is my variable. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
My question is
Hmm.
my question is
Hmm. Bolo, bolo. हाँ.
my question is what is this type text JavaScript?
Text means this is the text language, na? Because we are, this is the standard, uh, standards made by JavaScripting, that whenever we define JavaScripting language, we have to put this text, this statement. Type is equal to text slash JavaScript, means this is the text language. Actually, we are writing text. There is no any pictures or something like that. So this is the standard and mechanism which we have to adopt while writing JavaScripting code. Okay. Now what I am writing, uh, my O. Okay, I said I'm going to write one function check scope. By the way, you will learn each and everything, what is the function and everything, but just in order to understand some variables, so I'm just writing this function. I will assign uh, some variable on it, and it means how we store locally and how we store globally. Okay, variable, I define my variable one. Okay, and it will be some value. For example, I said uh, Bahrain. Okay, Bahrain. And what I do, I said document dot write. This is the mechanism which you can easily see what we have stored in your variable. Okay, now my variable one. Okay, I use two variable. First one is my variable one, and second one is my variable. Okay, see, the the variable which I define outside the function, it will be available for everyone. You understand? but the variable which I define within the function, it is available locally, only available for this function. Let us see how. Okay, I save this record. Okay, hold on. Save this record. Let me check. Okay.
Question here.
Yes, tell me.
Okay, my question is, do we have to learn this thing like function, check scope,
Ex-
bracket?
is each and everything. This is, by the way, your function name. This is the function name. Okay, so we have to, this function we have to execute it. I will
And what
execute.
is document dot write my word one?
This one is, we will understand, as I said, we are right now we are understanding only variables.
Okay,
Okay, we will go step by step what is the document dot write, but I will explain you over here. Hold on.
so the first variable is outside and
Yes. Okay, so this is the function which we have designed. Once I execute this one, this function will execute and will run this this function very globally and locally. We will understand this thing in detail in our next lecture, inshallah. Okay, so right now what we have to understand, the variable which we define outside the function, it is a local variable. The variable which we define within the function, it says it will be our what you call that, global function. Okay, I will let
what is
me.
your check scope?
Check scope is the function name,
Okay,
is the function name.
okay.
Okay, see, this thing is coming here like that. Okay, what I write is Bahrain is coming over here, but we will explain you what is exactly uh, how we run this one. Hold on.
You actually wrote this in a body. You should be writing in that script, right?
Yes, exactly. Script.
You have to close it out.
Exactly. Okay, so here, if there is any question related to variable, I am here to explain you. So the function which we have written over here, it's already, for example, if I wanted to use this my variable,
Yes.
and which says Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, and I wanted to use this variable within this function, so it should show my Pakistan because I changed this one. Okay, you see. But if I wanted to use the same variable outside of this function, this my variable one outside function, this one I cannot use it. So this is the difference. Okay, so let us move to another and our next topic, which is operators. Okay, the variable, because we are frequently using this variable in our uh, whole course. uh, Whenever we write any code, we have to write some variable on it, so we will learn a lot about the variable. So right now, we learn how we create empty variable, undefined variable, how we defined it, and the what is the local variable, what is the global variable, what is the variable number variable, what is the character variable, and what is the Boolean variable. Boolean variable also we can easily define in term of true or false. Okay, so we will learn it in our later section,
Can
inshallah.
you show how global variable works? You didn't show the global one. You
Uh,
didn't show how the global works. You just showed the private.
no, I show now. This one is okay. Let
The
me
outside one, yes.
outside one.
Yeah.
My this is the my global. Okay, this is my global, and this is my local. Okay. For example, if I wanted to see my local variable, document dot write. Let me show you over here. Document dot write my local. Okay. So what do you think? It's give
It's
me something or not?
not,
It will not, because it defined as local.
yes.
Okay, it defined as local. But if I wanted to see global variable, for example this one, it should show me something. Okay, and here also. Okay, my global. You see,
Yes.
Pakistan is coming two time. Why coming two time? Because first time it's executed over here and second time executed over here. But if I say my local is coming over here, it will come or not?
Look, no.
It will not come. It will not come. You get my point?
Yes.
So because this is very important for you to understand all these things, Abdul Rahman, because you need to uh, take a lead. You have to explain them better than me actually. Okay, so Abdul Rahman will be your mentor, and he will explain you each and everything, what he understand, what he learn, and same thing he will apply and explain you in your one-to-one session. Okay, now let's come to the operator side. What is operator actually? Let us take example of expression. For example, if I wanted to add up 2 plus 2, what's the result come? 4, right? Okay, 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. So here, here 4 and 5 are called operands. What are they? What are they? They are operand. Means I have to, you know, make a calculation between operand, and plus is called as the operator. You get my point? 4 and plus 5. Uh, uh, what function I wanted to perform? I wanted to make some addition of two different word, letters. Okay, word. 2 4 plus 5, I know is a 9, but as in theoretically 4 and 5 are operands and plus is operator. If I wanted to write 5 minus 3, 5 and 3 are operand and minus is operator. Okay, so JavaScript support all kind of operator, which is including arithmetic operator, comparison operators. Okay, let me show you my share you my screen. uh, Operator, comparison operator, logical operator, assignment operator, and conditional operators. Okay, let us learn one by one uh, uh, in our practical work, so how it performs. Okay, for example, let us define two different variable. Okay, two different variable, but both the variable I am defining as global variable. Okay, as I said, a is equal to what? 4. Okay, and variable b is equal to 5. Okay, so and what I wanted to do, I wanted to say, I just remove all these things. Okay, document dot write. I Now let us learn what is the document dot write, because we will use it frequently. Document dot write will help us to uh, produce our result on our browsers. Okay, for example, what I am going to do, I wanted to make some operation in between a and b, and I wanted to see the result of both the variables. Okay, so how I can see that result? This result I can easily see through document dot write. Okay, document dot write, I will write like that. I will say a plus b. Okay, I did not do anything, I just say a plus b. What do you think, what will be the result? It will come as 9, right? Let me make, okay, I can see 9, right? I if I wanted to make some changes, for example, I say 10 and here I say 35. Okay, I don't know what is the result actually, but it will show me exact result 30, both the things. Okay, the similar way I will right now what I am doing, addition. There is another operator is subtraction. Subtraction is minus. Okay, a minus b, what will be the result? Let us see. It is minus 25. Okay, let us do it like in this way. 45 minus 35, the result will be 10. There will be multiplication. I wanted to multiply a multiply by b, so there will be star. Whenever I will do multiplication, I use word star. Okay, so this indicate as our multiplication. Okay, multiply both the operands. We have operand a, operand b. Okay, now what will be the result? The result will be 1.1575. So this is the result. There is another one is division. How we divide it? You have to put simply division over here. Okay, so once I will divide it, the result will come over here. 1.2, this one. Wow, I cannot calculate by my own this one. It is bigger. Okay, there is modules as well. You know what are the modules? The output, the remainder of integer division. You know what is the remainder? You are, you must be, learn in your math classes. So let us see how we can get the remainder by use of modular. Modular will be specified with this percent sign. You see this one. Okay, so I wanted to get the result of modular. So the result of modular is 10. Okay, another one is increment. Okay, I wanted to increment some value uh, with comparison with our existing value, so I can increment it as well. Okay, so how I increment it? I increment it with the sign of plus plus. Okay, for example, right now we have a 45. Let us see what will be the result. It should come. Okay, hold on. Now I say a is equal to a plus plus. Okay, so huh, okay, okay. See, if I wanted to add up any value over there, so how I specify? Instead of this one, I should say a plus plus. Okay, so it will automatically add up one value over here. I define it. For example, I said 105. It should return me 106. Okay, if
Why
I,
didn't you add a gap there?
sorry.
In document dot write, why didn't you add gap after a? Because you added a gap.
Okay,
No, add a gap after plus plus.
So it means yeah,
Is it the same thing?
is
Or
the same thing.
oh, you didn't say that.
Okay, no, it will not calculate over here in document, because it will return our result actually. Okay, so it will not come like that. Okay, for example, if I wanted to decrement, means want it to come as reverse order, so how I will do? Minus minus. Okay, so okay, now let us make some twist on it. Let us create some sort of table. Okay, like this. See, okay. What we use? Break, right?
Yes, yes. Exactly.
Break. Mhm. How we do it? Oh, we need to write script again, huh? One more time.
I think we use this one. Wait, I did it. Because this one. This one. We use this one to break the line.
The same thing I use now.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work.
Huh?
It's okay. I think it will work. Right, to check.
No, it will go. This will. Hold on. No, it's not working.
What about the slash? You know,
Slash also not working, because we are working under a script now, so it will not work. It will, this break will not work. So how we do? We will just put it. I will let you know how we use break over here within the scripting. Okay, later on we will use it. Let us continue our operator work. Okay, so now we already have one example. Okay, how we have it, how we use this operator like plus minus, this thing. Now let us do one more, one more example. Let me define some variable over here. Variable a. Okay, I assign value here as 10 or maybe 30. Okay, variable b I assign as 10. Okay, variable c I said it will be test. Okay, something like that.
string.
Yes, variable line break. Okay, I need to break the line is equal to, how we define, because we are in the scripting language, so we have to pass this variable with this way. You get my point? Okay, and we'll say okay like that. um, Now what I do, I will say document dot write. I said a plus b is equal to, okay, this one, and I said result.
What is result?
Hmm?
What is result?
Okay, result also is a variable. Hold on. Good question. Result is equal to a plus p. Okay, I said let me define another variable with name of result, right? Because right now system don't know what is result, right? Result. Okay, result is this one. But
Oh,
okay, now
so
what I say, document dot write, I said result, and document dot write, there is line break. Okay, let us see how it looks like. You see, a plus b is equal to 40. A plus b, this is the result. A plus b, and I have the line break as well. Okay, if I wanted to see more the things, okay, for example, no, okay, for example, if I will not define variable over here, because I define it here, because Abdul Rahman said why did not define, I said okay, let us define. If I will not define any variable over here, and instead I will say okay, result is equal to this one thing, this plus this, system automatically understand that I am going to define one variable which the type of this variable will be equal to these variable, means there will be number variable, and I have to define both of them. Okay, now I have, since I have line break available with me, I can specify uh, you know uh, specify more on it. For example, if I wanted to a is equal to 45, b is equal to 35. Okay, I define, I reset both the variable, and after that what I did, I said under the result, under the result we should say a minus b. Okay, and this should come like that. Okay, let us see how it's come. You see, it's coming 10, but it's not coming, a minus b is not coming because we did not define a minus b on top of that. So how we do it, we can define over here. I wanted to say a minus b.
can you break through like through the code? So you're getting kind of under.
Yes, so you have to define with this way, because we are running under the scripting. Because when we are writing a scripting language, we are not writing any HTML, we are writing HTML within a script. So we have to convey this HTML coding through some variable or through form of HTML. So scripting should understand what I mean to say, what I wanted to perform. So what I did, I said, okay, line, I have to, I convey this message through our variable. Okay, so it's my JavaScript automatically detect this variable and perform function accordingly. Okay, and in similar way we
What
can,
is the result?
sorry,
What is the result?
result,
I don't understand what the result is doing.
result is,
Oh,
is performing operation, no?
oh, okay.
It combined the result, a my is combined operand A, operand B, and operator is minus. It's take value of A, it takes value of B, and assign this into result. So this is what I write. Document dot write is result. If I will remove this one, it nothing happen. It will like that. If I, for example, let us remove this one, this line. Okay, what will happen?
There's not gonna be a line break.
There will be no line break. It will like that. So we have to, once we wanted to get the line break, so we have to define with this way. Okay, so with the similar way, now please note down, Abdul Rahman, you note down the assignment. So you have to circulate everyone. Please note down on their chat. So you have to perform operation, division operation. Uh, you have to perform this one.
What's the first thing? Perform division. Addition.
Perform division operation, multiplication operation, module operation, do some increment work, do some decrement work. And increment and decrement work, you have to perform through this line break. Okay, the line break which I perform, what you have to do, you have to do decrement from 10 to 1 and increment from 1 to 10 and show me in one pager. You get my point? Okay, and also, so this is your assignment like that. uh, Now let's move to the next topic, which is our comparison operator. Comparison operator is also very easy and is understandable. For example, if you wanted to check, okay, the in JavaScript, assume variable A hold 10 and variable B holds 20, then what happened, you know? So and you wanted to make some comparison on it. So what do you think? There is any comparison? There is no comparison because A hold value of 10, B hold value of 10. So there will be no comparison. And the result will come as true. You get my point? Let us see how whether I am correct or wrong. Let's remove each and everything from here. Okay. Okay. Mm, I remove this one and variable C, I don't define anything. Okay. Uh, what I do, C is equal to A is equal to B.
No question.
Yes.
Why don't you write this?
Hmm.
Why don't you write the variable C like that? Like you wrote the C variable like defining it A equal B. Why didn't you do it in the variable C?
Wait, let me explain you this thing.
Okay.
Okay. See, the third variable which I did not discuss with you because I wanted to explain you through some practical work. C is a Boolean variable. Okay, it can be anything. C can be anything. C can be number, C can be text, or C can be anything. But since I did not define, but I want my program to assign this value into C, so it automatically detect what is the C. Now C has a Boolean variable. Okay, so it will return as true or false. Okay, now see, what I'm going to explain you about operate comparison operator. Okay, in comparison operator there is one operator with name of, for example, I will explain you over here, with name of is is means is not true or means something like that, or it says equal, and another one is not equal. You get my point? Another one is greater. If arrow come at right side means, if arrow goes right side means is greater, and arrow goes left side is lesser. Okay, so there are six operator basically. Another one is greater than equal to, another one is less than equal to. Okay, let us learn one by one together. Right now what we learn, equal to. So equal to, how we define equal to sign. So system is return me as because C is what I ask my my program whether this A equal to B or not, is return me C. Another thing I wanted to ask my program, A not equal to B, it is right or not, it is true or false?
True.
It is true. It is true. So it will give me true value. You see, it's true. Okay. Now we learn equal operator. We learn not equal operator. Another operator is greater than. How we define greater than? Like that. A greater than B. It is true or false?
None.
It is true. A greater than B, right? It's true, right? It's written true. But if I write A less than B, what is that? It is true or false?
False.
It will be false, right? Okay.
We can do the same thing with the numbers also.
We can do same thing with number, with everything. Okay. So what we are doing, we are doing comparison. Okay. Comparison between two values. Okay. So this is the lesser than. Now, instead of this, what I do, I said A greater than equal to B. What I mean, for example, B has 10, A is 30. It is true or false? It is true because A is greater than B and equal to, for example, if I will say 30 and save this record, it's also come as true because greater than and equal to, both the conditions are coming as true, so it says true. And also if I wanted to say A lesser than equal to B, so what will be the answer?
False.
It will be false. Okay, so what we have learned so far in conditional, in condition, very good sir. In condition we have learned equal operator, a comparison we have learned equal comparison, we have learned not equal comparison. In equal comparison, it will check if the value of two operands are equal or not. If yes, then the condition become true. There is another comparison operator which is not equal. Check if the value of two operands are equal or not. If the values are not equal, then condition becomes true. Okay. We have learned greater than operator. Greater than operator will check if the value of the left operands is greater than the value of the right operand. If yes, then the condition become true. Okay. Less than operator, what we learn, check if the value of the left operand is less than the value of the right operand. If yes, then the condition becomes true. Another thing we have learned, greater than or equal to. Check if the value of the left operand is greater than or equal to value of the right operand. If yes, then the condition become true. We learn less than or equal to operator. It will check if the value of the left operand is less than or equal to the value of the right operand. If yes, then the condition become true. Okay, so these thing we have learned. Okay, and in our next class, inshallah, we will learn about the logical operator, because I was thinking to cover up this other operator as well, but since time we is very short, we will learn about assignment operator. These two operator we will learn in detail in our next class. But I want you to make sure to perform all your practical work at your home. Okay, and do some co- do coordination with Abdul Rahman. And I would recommend you to coordinate with Abdul Rahman and make a sort of group, learning group, in middle of a week, like Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that, according to your convenient, and do practice together. Because now we are in the in the shape that we can easily perform any kind of mathematical operation or something, and we can easily write a little program, like you can easily write a table or something like that. But okay, your next assignment, you have to write a table by using of this word, two table or three table, just you don't need to make any dynamic work. I want you to write a table by using of a script language. You have to break it, you have to define what is that. 2 multiplied by 2 is equal to 4, 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to this thing. This will be multiplication table. This will be your assignment, and you have to submit your assignment on by or on Tuesday. Okay, so you have to submit on Abdurrahman email, and which I will also check it. Okay, if there is any question, please raise your hand. Otherwise, our session is completed as of today. So inshallah, we will continue our class next week, and I'm looking forward to see your assignment. Okay, anything, any question? It means clarify you each and everything in and you guys have understand each and everything, right? Okay, okay, inshallah, see you in next week, and assalamu alaikum, Allah hafiz.